never rest on your laurels when it comes to networking. It's the key to success. It really is. And we can say, oh, yeah, we have a great network already. No, I'm growing my network every day via social media, via Zooms like this. And you should engage in networking. And this is not stopping just because there's a lockdown.
Welcome to Elifashionlover's chat show. In this episode, I will be speaking to Selena. She is a magical guru. She is a networker, and she wants to use her skills to empower our community. She will take us through how she has been going on, how she started, and what are the magical skills we can always catch up from her. So stay tuned and keep on watching. Hello, Selena. Good morning.
Hi, Ellie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, you look great.
Oh my God, I was about to say you look magical.
Oh, thank you, darling. I made a special effort for you. I got out of my pajamas and put some makeup on. I'm telling you, little things like that make you feel so good about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well done. Well done. I would say you look like, I would say you look like a very young, beautiful, I'll say, if I've never met you before, I would say, are you 16 years old?
You know what? I tell you, sleep is the ultimate thing for me. I love sleeping. I don't sleep like 15 hours, 8 hours a night, 7-8 hours a night. It just plumps your face. It makes you look more youthful. Your cells have time to renew them and glow. And really, honestly, that and drinking lots of water. That is my secret.
Water. That's good. I'm gonna take on that. So, the reason why you came to this platform, so our platform is all about empowering people. So when we say empowerment, empowerment contains a lot of things, like we use our skills to educate fellow human beings. So yourself, I know you are a very magical networker, and I would love you to tell our audience here how you started and what you do for a living, please.
Yeah, hi. So I run the Luxe Club, and I've always been a lovely networker. I love to bring people together and give an energy to people to meet and connect and collaborate with each other. And I think it's just a skill that I've developed over the years. I don't know how it's happened, and I've just been told that when I do networking events that I really engage and I'm very passionate about what I do. So yeah, it just started with a passion of mine, and the Luxe Club really was founded about 2 years ago, and I've brought together the most incredible people through my dinner parties, through my lunches, which you've attended a few of them, and in really amazing chic restaurants in Mayfair and Knightsbridge. And that is the key thing. It's luxury. And I love, dining and wining and dining and all these establishments. And I thought there must be other people who enjoy doing what I do. So let me do this and let me bring together some incredible people and let the magic happen. That's basically what I do.
Wow, this is beautiful. What did you do before discovering your other passion?
Well, I am an accountant, and I trained as a chartered accountant with a very big firm called PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Ooh.
I know. Whilst I was training, there was something inside me saying this wasn't right, but I'm not one to quit. And it's a 3-year commitment. And so I started, and the back of my mind, I thought, there must be something that would make my soul more alive, made me wake up in the morning and feel more excited than what I'm doing. But I didn't know what it was. So I carried on, I studied very, very hard, and I qualified. Then I got a job in an investment bank, and I was in an office, and it was a 9 to 5. And again, I felt claustrophobic. I felt, this isn't me. I'm going every day, doing the same job, meeting the same people. I felt trapped. Again, I had no idea. It took me 6 years. And I quit finally after 6 years, when people were saying, Selena, what are you doing in this job? Could you not look into being something to do with property, where you're taking people around and being like an estate agent? Could you not be in the travel business? But I kept saying, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. And then I came up with this idea. Well, somebody gave me the idea of setting up a dinner club to connect people, because I was always having dinner parties at my home. And literally it was like a light bulb going off in my head. But it took 6 years. So a long time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this you've shared with us here is really, really good. Do you know a lot of people on this planet, they go through the phase of life without discovering what they are really good at. And you as a person, you could pin it out to say, actually, this is not the real me. This doesn't make me feel fulfilled. And now you've gone into something that has really bring up the passion in you. Because I have been to loads of your events, which they are very, very good. They are magical. The food, even the way you entertain people when when you invite people to a place, you just smile at them. The smile makes them feel welcomed.
Yeah.
And that a little smile can change a lot of things in humans' life, which is really good. Thank you very much for sharing this. Really good.
I think that whatever your passion is, Ellie, when you wake up in the morning and you do what you're passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. I'm just literally doing what I love, and you can see it on my face. And I'll say, Ellie, meet Sarah. Sarah's in property. I understand that you've got some property ventures. I know exactly what you do, Ellie. I know exactly what Sarah does. And my introduction, and then I just kind of walk away and let you guys connect. And magical things have happened. Honestly, people have met through my events and gone to Monaco Yacht Show together because they were both in the luxury business. They've become best friends. They've traveled together. I mean, it's crazy. I think you've met quite a few nice people as well, and they've helped you or you've helped them. And yeah, I just every day I'm excited. So I think that's the key thing.
Well done. I will still go back to that, your business. You see, probably you don't really know the value of that business. I'll tell you what. Do you know, smaller businesses benefit from what you do? Why? I'll tell you how. I know you, which I meant you will talk about it. You're on a pop-up event, and this pop-up event is designed for business owners to come and showcase their products.
Yeah.
So, and you send, through email marketing, you bring in people to come into that place, to come and have a look, buy the product, get to know the faces behind the branding. That is really good, because you're breaking down barriers for other smaller businesses by bringing them together, bringing their buyers, potential business, joint venture people together, which is really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the most incredible things, actually. Seeing a small business flourish through coming to my pop-up, showcasing their collection, people like yourself, stylists, bloggers, influencers like yourself coming along, and the public buying the items, and that business has grown. It's amazing. So there's one particular client I remember. She was a company called Monavine. They're massive on Instagram. They sell the most incredible faux fur coats and accessories. They had so many influencers modeling their coats, but they don't have a shop. And they chose me, my pop-up at the Bulgari Hotel, to be the first time they've ever done a pop-up. And that made me feel so amazing. They were like, they did so well. There were people queuing up because no one had ever, people had bought from them online, but they've never come and tried it and thought, you know what, I don't want to part with £200 or £300. I want to feel this coat. Is it as luxury as it looks? So I gave them that opportunity and gave them a space, and they did so well. They gifted me kindly a pair of gloves, which I wear, well, I used to wear in winter. And they said, any event that you do again, we want to do it with you. And that's made me so happy. Like that night, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm never going to stop doing this. But I don't know, we're in difficult times. I have to restructure things. I have no idea what to do right now. But
well, I understand you are we are in a difficult situation at the moment, but I still think you will flourish. Why? Because even your skills, which you've mentioned, you can always prepare a course in terms of that to educate people, younger people, or even other fashion people who wants to kind of like learn from that. How, we can't understand everything. We don't know everything all at once, not at all. So you can always say, okay, if I want to pass on my skills onto you, I can always create a course. And the course you can say, well, actually, I don't want to charge you too much because I want everybody to save up. I can give it to you £10, and what if 1,000 people buys the course?
Wow. That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Because at the end of the day, going back to what you said, it's about empowering people. Some people have these limiting mindset that they can't achieve. Oh, Salima's different. Maybe she's got a different skill set. No, I have the same skill set as most people. I just know that I use it. And some people wait for the right time. There's never a right time. Like the time is now. Right, during lockdown, it's time to look at your skill set, or to think, right, I'm going to acquire a skill. I'm going to go on an online course and learn a skill to give me the power. But you're right, there are steps that you have to do. And maybe I could put something together to help these people, guide them through the whole steps, because it's very important to, take baby steps when you do these kind of things.
I agree. Thank you. Moment now, this our virus issue, which is around. How has it, affected your business?
Quite dramatically, actually. As you know, all the restaurants and bars and nightclubs and private members clubs are all closed. The travel industry is affected, the hospitality industry, every industry is affected. Now, I've been thinking, I've had a lot of time. We've had 8 weeks already to think about how our business is going to change for the new normal. They keep calling it the new normal.
Yes.
With social distancing, with people scared about going out and communicating. We used to hug when we met, we used to handshake when we met. That's not going to be possible. So I've been really thinking, and Boris Johnson had an announcement on Monday, and he detailed a 50-page guideline. And I was reading that and thinking, is there some way that I can do an event that could meet all the guidelines that he laid out? And there are plenty of opportunities. For example, I'm doing a learn to play polo event in Ascot next month. Yeah, now, cool. As you know, you're on a horse when you're playing polo. The horses cannot be 2 meters. They have to be more than 2 meters apart. So there's that element of social distancing naturally. The groups are small. We have refreshments and small barbecue afterwards. Again, we are in the English countryside, fresh air. They encourage the virus, they say that fresh air is the best thing for you rather than enclosed spaces. So all these things allow me to do events in the English countryside. We don't need to travel because we can't, but we can play clay pigeon shooting. We can do supercars because in a car, you're one person rallying. We can do golf, learn how to play golf. Again, the instructor would guide you 2 meters apart. Anyway, there's endless things I can do, and I'm doing it. That's the key thing.
Well done. So, Salima, is there anything you'd like to share with us again, our community here? What do you want to share?
I just think that this is the most perfect time to self-love. You started the conversation by saying how well I looked, and you look amazing too. We've sleep, eat well. I've been cooking at home. In the old life that I used to have, I was rushing around so much and ordering food online because I was so tired I couldn't cook. I've had so much time to cook. I don't know if you've made banana bread yet. Everybody online has made banana bread apparently. Mm-hmm. I've been cooking and baking, eating well. It's just an amazing opportunity to look after yourself, to give you the time and the energy to think, how am I going to behave when lockdown is over or when it eases? Will I be the same Ellie or Salima? I don't think so. I don't think we will all be. I think all of us have changed. The things that we took for granted, we're going to go out into the new world with fresh eyes, aren't we? Don't you think?
I agree with you, of course, absolutely. You mentioned cooking earlier. Does it mean if you cook in your house, does it save you money?
It does. It saves you a lot of money. I mean, I was guilty of not knowing how much things costed. I was rushing. I was sometimes ordering food online. But now we have a local market close to where I live in Fulham. And I've been looking at the fruits, picking my own fruits, the avocados and the strawberries in season. And it's been an amazing eye-opening experience. I've been more aware of how fresh ingredients can transform dishes. So I've been baking and cooking every single day for myself and my 2 children. And it's been an activity that my daughter gets involved in, my son gets involved in. And we've really bonded and spent quality time together, which we'll never get this time again. Because when they go back to school, when I start doing events when the restaurants open and all the private members club starts opening, I don't want to go back to the fast pace of life. I do still want to cook, but I'm thinking of having a cook in the home. So really it's just maintaining a really good quality of life, but not in living in excess. I think I was taking shortcuts and ordering food when it wasn't necessary. It takes minutes to make some fresh food. I've got time now to analyze that and to look at that and say, well, you know what? No, I'm going to be really sensible and cook wholesome meals. I look better. I'm glowing. My skin's like improved. I don't want to go back to the way I was before.
I love cooking myself. I'm an African. I love cooking.
Have you been cooking a lot?
I love cooking. From my school, like from when I was really young, I love cooking. I buy in box. I'm quite spoiled with that. So like if people go to the market to buy like probably 4 pepper, I don't buy 4 pepper. I buy like 4 boxes.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. So have you been cooking and eating great food at home?
Yeah. I've been cooking, baking, and you can see I've added loads of weight, but
no, you look amazing. Honestly, you look so glamorous. As always.
Thank you. So your networking business, if people want to know much about it, do you have a website or do you have Instagram? What is it?
Both, actually. The Luxe Club is online, luxeclub.uk. Instagram, I love Instagram. I think it's a fantastic tool. People are messaging me. They're looking for the polo. The polo event is nearly sold out. I cannot believe the response, but people are DMing me, oh, do I need to buy a certain clothing to wear for polo? So I'm going to be doing a video on how to dress for riding, but and sharing things like that on my Instagram. But social media is a fantastic tool. As you know, you're the queen of social media as an influencer. But yeah, you can reach out to me on social media, via email, via my website. So yeah.
Well done. I have a video call with some fashion gurus last Saturday. So I was speaking. They're like our African community.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They have loads of brands and stuff like that. So I was kind of encouraging them to say things gets better. I can always help them to get to like London Fashion Week. And I could get some groups. So if they want to go to polo events, I have a network guru that I can work something out for them. So it's quite good that you were talking about this as well.
That's amazing. And because people always want to fit in, they want to wear the right attire for polo or for clay pigeon shooting. And as I was saying to you earlier, it doesn't need to be, you don't need to spend hundreds of pounds, right? You can buy a pair of riding pants from Amazon for £15. You can spend hundreds of pounds. But the point is they need to be comfortable for you to sit on a horse. You can spend hundreds on riding boots, or you can buy a boot that has a heel that is just perfect for riding that doesn't cost. Because we're all conscious at the moment that, you know, some people aren't earning the kind of money they were used to earning. So I'm very into affordable luxury. I think you can do affordable luxury, and I want to show people how to do that.
Oh, that's good. Well done.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. I'm quite excited. The children's education, how are you finding it?
My children go to schools which have amazing technology, and we're very, very lucky. I know some schools don't have this, but they've been homeschooled or remotely schooled using Microsoft Teams and Zoom, like we're on at the moment. And so they're having a full day. And then I just make sure that they have nutritious food in their breaks. So my job is running around and making sure they're fed and watered, and that they're attending the lessons online that they should be. But yeah, it's business as usual for them. But it's very lucky. I'm very lucky because not everybody, has that. But
something I'd like to add. So your networking, like that's your polo event, and your networking in general. You diversify. You bring in a lot of people from different ethnicity together, don't you?
Yes. That's the beauty of this kind of networking. It's for everybody who wants to connect with because networking, they say,
Network is the network.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it's really, really important, and you should never rest on your laurels when it comes to networking. It's the key to success. It really is. And we can say, we have a great network already. No, I'm growing my network every day via social media, via Zooms like this. And you should engage in networking. And this is not stopping just because there's a lockdown. Yeah. Okay. We're going to continue doing networking events in a different way. And as soon as the restaurants are open, I'll be doing. Yeah.
Number one on the list, please.
Yes, you will get an invite. You'll be the first to be invited. But all the restaurants, I'm going to be doing smaller, intimate dinner parties because I think still they're going to be worried about big groups. So it'll be like 7, 8 ladies for my ladies' lunches. Again, in the evening, at the Ritz, the tables are really big anyway, so that you can social distance. The tables will be separated. I think it can work, but it'll be July or August when that happens.
Thank you very much, Selena. You've done very well, and thank you for sharing your skills and how you've been empowering the community and how you will continue to empower the upcoming ones as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. No, thank you, Ellie. Thank you so much. I see you soon, and I'll keep in touch with you, yeah?
All right, my lady. Have a good day. Thank you.
Take care, darling. Bye.